So, in your short but storied career, so what have you found to be the most effective investing strategies for you?
Pay cash is definite. I'm not one of those guys that subscribes to the theory that work on everybody else's money and some people want to do it that way and that's fine. Everybody's got their own way, and just because I did things a certain way doesn't mean that that's the right way. That's just my way. And pay cash. If you don't owe anything, you can't go broke. And I'm in a good position, especially in the rental market. When we start going into real turbulent times and there's job losses and stuff like that. That all equates to rents not getting paid, and it does happen. And I've come up with other ways to combat that. And with government-assisted rents, I deal pretty extensively in that, and some other ways around it. I kind of hedge my bets as best I can, but not having to be accountable to the bank every month. That's a big deal for me. So that's one of the most effective strategies for me. Now, when I say pay cash, people automatically assume, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't have the means to do that. Well, you've also got to keep in mind, I didn't have a huge amount of money when I started. It can be done. It can be done. And at the seminar, I can go into pretty good detail.
So is that a lot of what you'll be sharing?
Yeah. Basically, I'll come in and I'll tell my story. I'll tell in great detail. Nothing's off limits. I'm a pretty open person, and we talk about basically anything your people want to know. I'll tell them exactly how I got to where I am, how I did it, and right down to the nuts and bolts of it. If I can help somebody to do it themselves, all for it.
So nothing's off limits. You're willing to pull back the curtain, answer all questions,
tell them whatever they want to know,
reveal everything that the wizard knows.
That's exactly how I would have called the wizard, but I wish somebody would have done that for me.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot easier, and I've made some mistakes, and fortunately they haven't been too bad, but let your people learn from my mistakes and learn from what I've done wrong, and maybe they can do well too.
So I know there's a lot of, I know it's probably tough to pinpoint it down to that one secret, because there's numerous secrets of what you do, right, to make it all work. But if you had to boil it down to, is there such a thing as the number one top secret to your success in real estate investing?
Yeah, like you say, there are many things. There's not just one thing that I could pull out of a bag and say, this is it, this is the magic bullet. It's a very complicated mix, and it's mind frame, and there's so many recipes that go into this, or so many ingredients that go into this recipe that it's you almost can't nail it down. If I had to say one thing that has made me a huge amount of money, I would say investing in the lower income neighborhoods, which goes against what everybody tells you should do. But I go against the grain. That's what I do. That's what I've always done, and it's paid off. It's paid off really well, and there's a lot of reasons why I go to the low income neighborhoods and invest. I don't solely invest in low income neighborhoods. I do diversify, but I do put a huge amount of money into these lower income neighborhoods, and it pays off very well. It's not for everybody. If you don't know what you're doing, or you're not working with somebody who does know what they're doing, probably not the place to be. But it can be done, and it pays out month after month for me.
Obviously, you get results.
Yeah.
So any other words of wisdom you want to share? Any surprises, things to look forward to during the seminar?
Oh, you don't want to give it all away now, do you?
Okay, so here, Sam is, the whole focus of the seminar, again, it's a net worth acceleration seminar. We're titling it How to Massively Grow Your Net Worth Through Real Estate in a Down Economy. And Mr. Sam Tennell is the living embodiment of that. 5 short years, over 100 properties, all of it except one, free and clear, passive income of over $30,000 a month. So he's got some unique insights and secrets and strategies. He's going to be revealing exactly how he did it and how basically anyone can do it, starting from wherever you're at.
Yeah, anybody can do it. I'm not lucky, you know, I'm not that rare. I mean, I'm just a normal person just like anybody else. I work hard. I really pay attention to what I'm doing, and you know, I stack the odds in my favor. You know, I hedge my bets as best I can, and it's really pretty simple. I mean, I think a lot of you people will be really surprised to find out just how simple it is. It's not, you know, some big mystery. It's just you got to have the guts to do it, to jump in and do it, and do the right thing. And that's what holds a lot of people back. They're afraid to make that first step, and once they do, they'll find it's a lot easier than what they thought.
That's one of the biggest secrets to success. That it's
absolutely.
really pretty simple.
Absolutely. Hey, but when I first started out, I didn't have anything to lose. So,
right.
You know, it's not that hard to say, take the leap. You know, and fortunately, I paved the way and figured it out.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Sam. We look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you again soon.